Hey guys, welcome back to WP Manager, and in today's video I'm going to show you a little bit of inside of our shortcode of our event slider. This is going to be related to the past event slider, and it has like certain elements or like attributes that you can supply to it. And this is going to be like a series of video where we're going to explain each of the attributes in a single separate video. So if you are curious about all the shortcodes or like the attributes, you can always visit our WP Event Manager knowledge base. How to go there, I'm going to show you very quickly. You can open up our official website from Help Center. You can visit to the knowledge base section. All right. And over there under add-ons, you will be able to find the event slider category or like the topics. Event slider has two shortcodes, basically events slider and past events slider. Okay. And both of them expects or like accepts all of the same attributes that you can supply to them. Again, we're gonna over here explain each of the attributes by one in a single separate video. So let's start from top. We're gonna explain the featured attribute. Let me give you an overview of what the featured attribute is. It's basically is whether you want to show the featured events in the slider or whether you want to show non-featured events in this slider. Okay, it has basically two variants, but when you do not include the featured tag in your shortcode, it will show every events regardless whether they are featured or not. I know this description or like explanation doesn't make much sense, so we're gonna take like a in-depth overview or like a demonstration in a real website. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So over here in this like event dashboard, which if you would say, you can see like we have a lot of past events. So past events are basically like the events which are expired. All right. So over here we have some past events that are not featured and some events that are featured. How do you identify past events or expired events from live events? The past events will have like this cross button over here or like the icon, and the live events will be having like this green tick button or like the icon in the status bar. Okay, and identifying featured events, that pretty easy as well. So this star marks, whatever star marks is not in a solid state or in a filled state, those are not featured. So like for example, this event is not featured, this event is not featured, but in opposite manner, whichever star icon or indicator is filled, those are featured event. So over here you can see we have three events which are expired, has the featured tag, and we have a lot of other events that are expired, doesn't have the featured tag. Okay, in our like previous video I showed you how to like make an event featured or not. If you are not like sure about how to get that working, you can consult that video. Maybe I'll like leave the link in the description below. So yeah, let's open up our pages. I have one page where I have added the past event slider already. So let's go ahead and use that page, and we're gonna explain the attributes over there. All right. So yeah, let's find the page in here. Let me just look for it right here. Okay, so over here you'll find we have a past event slider page where I have already set the featured tag to true. But let me go ahead and do one thing. Let me remove the featured tag, and if I open this page in a front end side, you will find like regardless of anything, like whether the event is featured or not, they will show up over here. So for a demonstration, this tech job fair, this event is featured, correct, right here as you can see. And this event over here, this fatigue back, or this is a demo event, so the name doesn't actually matters. Those are not featured, but those are also showed over here in the slider itself, right? So this is the general idea. When you do not include the feature tag, it will show all kind of events, whether they are featured or whether they are not. So let's go ahead and definitely add the featured tag, and we're gonna set the value to true. By the way, the featured attribute expects boolean value, whether true or whether false. Okay, so I'm gonna set it to true, and we'll be able to see like the three events over here that we have set to featured appearing over here in this slider. So let's do that. And there we have the tech job fair first, we have high tech talent second, and Germany startup jobs. So these are the only three events. Those are expired and as featured. Okay, so they will be appearing in this slider. Pretty simple concept, nothing overcomplicated, nothing to worry about. So this like serves little bit of customization when you are trying to like design a specific page where you have like a, let's say, past event archive page, where you can show like the slider over there in the top section and a event listing section below that, where you have like only the past event sections included there. So yeah, enough of that. Let's set this to false and we can take a look at it, and probably that will conclude this video. So yeah, let's reload. And over here, you'll be seeing like these three events over here: Germany startup job, hire tech talent, tech job fair, will not be appearing. But rather than that, other events which are expired will show up over here in this slider. So that's how simple it is to get started with the feature tag. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. But in case you are looking for a guide, consult to this video. We have a knowledge base. You can read there over there. And yeah, that's pretty much concludes this video, I believe. I hope you learned something new or found something useful. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And until next time, I'm Shah saying goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.